James, a 34-17 defeat to Worcester Warriors this afternoon. What are your reflections after that?
Hugely disappointed, obviously, with the last two tries. We were in it for 70 minutes, even after making some really, really poor decisions with, defensively ill discipline in the first half. Letting Worcester off the hook, we knew that the game would basically balanced on how many times we let them into our 22 against how many times we managed to get into their 22. It was a really tough fought battle at the set piece. Majority of the times we managed to deal with their maul, and the times that we didn't, and the times we gave away penalties in defence and at set piece, they got into our red zone, they punished us. So. Some huge shifts in momentum in that second half. The couple of scrums after half time we need to look at with the referees, and obviously Miles not fielding the kick in his 22 and letting it bounce. I mean, moments like that, that we with 5 points down, suddenly we're 10. And they're expensive, but be clear, Miles has won us a lot more games than he's lost us. So those moments, he'll look at that and he knows he should have taken that ball on the full. But the fact is, Worcester are a very, very, very good side, and we made it difficult for them today. If we eradicate our inaccuracies, you'd expect that game to be a lot closer.
You must have talked for the past 2 or 3 weeks about making sure we got off to a good start in this game, but it was a penalty from the kickoff they scored. They got another penalty from the restart, and then they scored more points again, 12-0 down after 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you could see that yourself. We gave away 2 penalties and gave them 2 tries because they're that kind of team. You give away a penalty in their half, suddenly you're defending and driving line out 5 metres out, and you pay the price. It was a challenge for us this week. We wanted the boys to build up for a big game. We want the boys to get used to playing under immense pressure, and the pressure was on there today. And for the first 10 minutes, we were quite unsettled, and we made a few ill-disciplined errors and down to discipline. A few errors down to discipline, and we paid the price. You take those 12 points out of it, take those last 2 tries out of it, and it's a completely different game. But I'm sure Worcester will be saying exactly the same as us. That's probably the first time this year they've gone out fully loaded, and they're a good side. Boys really put up a good fight.
What positives will you take from that?
Just, I think, knowing that we can compete with the two teams against us. We're playing Bristol a lot of times this year. We're going to have another shot against Worcester before the end of the year, and the boys want to measure themselves against the best. And the fact is, Worcester are one of the best teams in the competition, rightly so. And we'll look back at that and look at where we did well and where we could have done better.
Wasn't ideal losing Dan Newton just before half time because he's a key player.
Yeah, he took a knock on a charge down, which isn't ideal. The same happened to Jamie Stevenson earlier in the year, and you can't have one of your main players limping around the pitch. We had to make that change quickly. Connor went on and slotted straight in at 10, but Danny Newton's been outstanding for us, and we need to make sure he's 100% fit going into the end of the year.
Pleased with the tries, particularly the first try that Mark Bright scored. Cracking driving Mo once again.
Yeah, the boys responded well to the challenge at set piece. We probably left a couple of tries out there, but we talk about a balance to our game. I think the period where they were down to 13 men, we made a couple of errors defensively and let them relieve the pressure, and that was the time we really should have been trying to open them up and stretching them, and we missed an opportunity there potentially, but the tries we scored were well taken.
Kicking game by and large was pretty good this week.
Yeah, we've got an exciting back three, and they made good decisions on the kick counter. We knew it would be a territory battle, as we've already talked about, and in the first half, potentially we were even, except for the defensive penalties we gave away.
A lot was made about this game, but we've got a game at the start of next year against Nottingham, who are currently 5th, and they're one of our rivals for a top 4 finish. So the guys are going to really have to pull things back and get really focused after Christmas. Yeah,
boys have got a week off now. They'll be in a couple of days next week, but we need to dial into Nottingham now. We went there last year and got beaten, and Nottingham are absolutely flying. They started the season slightly slowly, but they're building up really nicely. So yeah, just another tough game, another one in a long succession of tough games.
By the end of the calendar year, we're sitting 3rd. You'd have taken that at the start of the season.
Yeah, I'll take it at the start, I'll take it at the middle, I'll take it at the end. But you know, we if we build up for a big game and we want to win it, you know, we regardless where we're in the league, we need to win big games. And for where this squad wants to go, we've got to get rid of the errors from our game. And if we do that with that intensity and that commitment that the boys showed out there, you know, we will come off on the right side of a few results. And I think Worcester really worth the win today, but I hope maybe we should have made it closer than what it was.
Just finally, so the plans are for Christmas, the boys in Monday, Tuesday?
Yeah, the boys are in for a couple of days. I think they've got a social tonight, and then they come in and put a little bit of work in the gym and on their conditioning Monday, Tuesday, and then they get a few days well-earned rest before we start building up for Nottingham.
Well, it's been a really encouraging start to the season, and have a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Andy.
Thank you very much.